Hey everybody! I'm here today to show you and tell you how to make a drum set quieter. This will be an easy tutorial, so let's get right into the video. We know it that drum sets can be quite loud. Let's play this snare drum and let you hear how loud it is. Now obviously I'm playing harder than I usually would. For the most part, I am a pretty hard player when it comes to being a drummer, but I'm really emphasizing those hits, okay? But generally speaking, drum sets are loud. You can quiet them down. I'm going to be going over 6 ways to quiet them down for the rest of the world and the rest of the household and for yourself, for your own ears, okay? So let's get right into this video. Number 1 is to put a pillow or a blanket inside of your bass drum. So literally, if your bass drum has a port on the back of it, a hole on the rear head of the bass drum, or the front head, depending on how you're looking at it, right? If it has a hole where you can shove a pillow in there or shove a blanket in there, do it. If it doesn't, then remove the head, remove one of the heads of the bass drum, put a blanket or pillow in there, and you're going to get a much more aggressive sound, but a much quieter sound. So listen to my bass drum. It dampens it. It doesn't echo. It doesn't ring out. It's aggressive, but it's not as loud. It's a great sound. I would do this even if I wasn't trying to have a quiet drum set, okay? I have a blanket in there. You can kind of see the outline of the blanket. I'm not going to bring the camera, but you can kind of see the outline of the blanket in there because of the semi-transparent head on the bass drum. So put a pillow or blanket inside of your bass drum. Get that quieter sound, and it just sounds better between me and you anyways, okay? Number 2, play lighter, okay? I used to go through sticks, like literally I'd play for 2 hours, I'd go through 3-4 pairs of sticks, just cracking them like crazy, okay? And it was because I was playing like this. Right? I was playing way too hard, way too aggressively. Play lighter, right? Put a little bit more finesse into it instead of a little bit more smashing motion, right? Believe me, it's still going to be loud. You don't need to smash the drums for them to be loud. It's still going to be loud, but it will be a little bit less loud. A little bit not as loud as before, okay? Number 3, replace your sticks with your brushes, okay? So these are drumsticks, obviously. If you use brushes, you can still get your practice in. You can still get the same practice. It will just produce a much lighter sound. Unfortunately, I don't have brushes here. This is my parents' basement, their drum set, my dad's drum set, to be honest with you. I have them at home with my drum set, okay? So I have an electronic drum set, and I had a big acoustic drum set, a very large acoustic drum set before I sold it, and I had brushes with that drum set. I still own the brushes. I sold the drum set. But playing with brushes works wonders for quieting it down because they're so unbelievably light with regards to their overall sound, okay? Number 4 is to put a towel on your drums, okay? So essentially, put a towel on your drums, and it is going to dampen the sound significantly. So I'll let you hear what it sounds like without a towel. Quite loud, okay? Put the towel on the drum. Much softer, much quieter. Is it the quietest thing in the world? No, definitely not. But putting a towel on your drums really allows you to reduce the sound. You can also dampen your drums. This is a bonus tip for 4. We'll call it like 4 part 2. And you can use moon gels, like, you know, the little gels you put on the drums, or you can just put like a paper towel. So I've literally duct taped, folded a piece of paper towel, and listen to this tom, which is not dampened, and listen to this tom, which is dampened. Much quieter. You can do that with all your drums, okay? Very simple. Number 5, soundproof the room. That'll really protect the house, the rest of the house from the sound. My dad built this house from scratch. My parents did, you know, but my dad was the one doing a lot of the construction work. He built this house from scratch. I am a do-it-yourselfer. He is the original do-it-yourselfer, the OG do-it-yourselfer, okay? The original do-it-yourselfer. And he soundproofed this room knowing that it would be a music room. It's an absolute mess now, I know, but there are lots of instruments. We've got a piano over there, an organ over there, mixer, speakers, drums, 3 electric guitars, an acoustic guitar, drumming practice pads. Like, it's just a music room. Essentially, you've got like jam blocks. Anyways, he soundproofed the room, and it works wonders in preventing the rest of the house from being able to hear the drums. You can still hear them, but it's very muffled. Invest in some good soundproofing. It will work wonders. Okay, you got to soundproof the whole room though. Every aspect, not just the ceiling. Every aspect of the room has to be soundproof for it to work well. Okay? Lastly is number 6, which is to wear earmuffs, okay? And that will allow it to sound quieter for you. I wore earmuffs only in the last maybe 2 to 3 years of me playing the drums consistently. And, you know, at the end of the day, I should have worn them much earlier because I've been playing the drums since I was like a kid, since I was like maybe 4 years old. I've been playing the drums, and I only started wearing earmuffs in like my mid-20s, right? So, and then I haven't played in the last few years anyways. But at the end of the day, because I'm in my mid-30s now, but in my mid-20s to like the late 20s, I wore earmuffs, and then I stopped playing consistently. I should have worn them much earlier because it would have really protected my ears and softened the sound of the drums, so I could learn how to play better. Instead of focusing on playing louder, I could focus on playing better. So essentially, that is it. That is how to make a drum set quieter. 6 easy ways for you to do it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.